Okay, so today Henry and I are going to talk about transportation. So please tell me, Henry, what is the most popular means of transportation in your country?
The most popular means of transportation in my country is a scooter
Mm-hmm.
because they're cheap and easy to drive.
Mm-hmm. Easy to find, easy to park, right? Okay. And what do you prefer, public or private transportation, and why?
I prefer private transportation and public transportation because private transportation more convenient
Mm-hmm.
than public transportation.
So I
And
prefer private to public, not and. Private transportation to public transportation. Okay, so it's more convenient. What else?
and uh, you uh, you can try private transportation everywhere.
So you can go anywhere, anytime, right? When you need. You don't depend on the schedule and other things like that. So that's right. So, do you often use public transportation during rush hour? In many big cities, they do it. What about Phan Thiết? Do you often use public transportation during rush hour?
No, I don't, because during the rush hour, public transportation is not faster than private transportation.
Yes, buses also can stuck in traffic jam. Okay. So, do how do you usually get around?
Usually rent around by scooter.
Mm-hmm. And do you take buses sometimes?
Uh,
Do you take
no,
buses? No?
no, because in Vietnam we often use sleeper buses.
Okay, so anyway, it's also a bus. So, okay, where do you usually go by sleeper bus?
I go other other city.
Mm-hmm. For example,
Go to Ho Chi Minh City.
oh yes, it's very popular. Many people from Phan Thiết, they go to Saigon by sleeper bus. That's right. Mm-hmm. Nice. And let's compare planes and trains. What are the advantages of planes and trains?
Mm, Plan is faster uh than jazz and jazz is uh cheap cheaper than planes and planes are convenient more convenient than jazz.
Yes, but planes are more convenient, I think, in the situation when you travel abroad, right? Or when you
Yeah.
need to go somewhere far away, right? So, because they're faster. But if we talk about traveling around the country, if the destination is not too far, I think trains are more convenient in this way, right? Okay. What are some benefits of riding a bike? What are the good things, the benefits?
Benefits of travel by bicycle is really environmentally friendly, cheap,
Mhm.
and have to keep fit.
Okay, so they are good for your body and at the same time, they're good for the nature, right? Because they don't pollute the air with fossil fuels. Okay, good. And do you have a bicycle?
No, I don't have a bicycle, but in the future I want to have a bicycle.
Very good. Okay. Does your family have a car?
No, my family don't have a car. They have a scooter. They have a scooter.
Okay, so everyone in your family drives scooters. Okay. And what do you think is the most dangerous form of transportation?
The more dangerous for transportation is a car and motorbike because they have uh they usually have accident
Mm-hmm.
and uh,
And we can, I think if we talk about Vietnam, people get into accidents every day, and so many people die, especially those who drive scooters, right? They are less safe
yeah,
than even a car. Okay. And what is the safest form of transportation then? The
the safest transportation is planes because they rarely have accident.
They rarely get into accidents. That's right. Okay. Nice. So can you tell me, do you have any speed limits in your country?
Yes, they are in the urban area. It's about 50 50 kilometer per hour, and in the countryside, it's about 60 kilometer per hour, and in highway, it's about 100 kilometer per hour.
Mm-hmm. No, okay. And have you or your family ever been stopped for speeding?
No, we have fun because my family drive carefully.
Very good. Okay. Do you know what is the penalty for speeding in Vietnam?
The penalty for speeding in Vietnam is uh 500 500,000 Vietnam đồng to 5 million
Mm-hmm.
million Vietnam dollars.
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. What are the most annoying bad driving habits of other drivers in your country?
In my opinion, the most annoying bad driving habits are driving without helmet and ride and speeding
Speeding. I think
and
this is one of the
speeding
main
hard.
problems. Oh, it's really crazy. Yeah, because the horns sometimes are so loud and unexpected. You're absolutely right. Okay. And do you sometimes take a taxi?
Yes, I do. I sometimes take a taxi to go to a supermarket.
So how do you call it? How do you catch a taxi? Do you raise your hand?
I use I use app.
You use the app. What app?
It's a Grab app.
Okay, Grab is popular in the world. That's right. Okay. And what do you think? Is it cheap or expensive to take a taxi in your country?
It's I think it's expensive for me.
Okay. So any examples? How much do you usually pay when you go to the supermarket?
I often pay 50,000 Vietnam đồng.
Okay. So how many times have you traveled by airplane?
It's twice time I
Twice.
traveled by airplane.
Twice, not twice time. Twice. I traveled by
Twice.
plane twice. Okay. So what airline do you often book and why do you choose this airline?
Um, I often book with just airline because
Mhm.
it's cheap and rarely rarely have a delay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nice, good. So now you can ask me some questions about transportation. Give me a sec. Think you don't remember the questions, too many of them.
What is the most popular means of transportation in your country?
Well, in my country, both public and private transportations are popular among the population. If we talk about public transportations, that will be buses, and private transportation that we use are cars.
Um, do you prefer public transportation or private transportation?
Of course, I will choose private transportation because it's very convenient. You can go anywhere, anytime, and you don't depend on the timetable of the bus. You don't need to go to a special place like the bus station, train station, or the bus stop, right? So you can go from your home to directly to the location that you need. It's very convenient.
Do
Sorry.
you often use public transportation during rush hour?
Uh, well, when I travel to Minsk, the capital of Belarus, sometimes public transportation is more convenient. I mean, subways and streetcars. But in my hometown, we don't have any rush hours, so uh, both kind of transportation are good enough.
How do you usually get around?
Now I stay in my hometown, but in a couple of weeks I plan to come back to Vietnam. So because we stayed there temporary, we didn't buy any private transportation. So my mom and I, we usually get around on foot or take a bus.
How often do you take buses?
Maybe once a month. In my hometown is kind of small and I work from home. That's why I don't need to go there. I use buses only when I need to get to the bus or train station and when I travel to another city for shopping or for meeting with my friends.
What time do the buses run until?
I'm not sure if I'm not mistaken. It's around 10:30 p.m. Because I rarely use buses, I don't know their schedule, their timetable.
Do people in your country like traveling by bus?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, traveling by bus is popular in Belarus. We usually travel by bus. Sorry, travel by bus in big cities like Minsk or between the cities. Yes, we usually travel by bus or by train. I prefer traveling by train, by the way.
Can you compare your adventures of less or chase?
Well, I think both of this means of transportation are convenient and good, but I usually travel by plane abroad because planes are faster and if you need to go far, they are more suitable and convenient. On the other hand, trains are less pricey. So when I need to go to another city, or when I go travel to Russia, it's not too far from Belarus. I usually travel by train. And I think that in some way trains are more convenient than planes, because in a plane you just sit. Okay, you can stand up, go to the lavatory, and that's it. But in the train, you can sit, you can lay down and sleep, you can walk along the train, you can look through the window. So I think it's in some way it's more interesting.
Do you have a bicycle?
No, I don't, and I can't ride a bike because I have never had it. When I was a little kid, I tried to ride the bicycle of my friend, and I fell down and I broke my arm. So after that, I was scared to ride bicycles.
Do you have a driver license?
Driver's license. No, I don't, because in the past I learned how to drive a car, but but I was nervous a lot. So I thought, okay, maybe later. Oh, sorry, my gosh, 4 a.m. And I always delayed it. So until now, I don't have a driver's license. And actually, I don't really need it.
What do you think the more dangerous form transportation?
Well, if we talk about Vietnam, I think it's definitely the scooter, because Vietnamese drivers like violating traffic laws and speeding, and simple helmets cannot protect the body when they get into accidents, especially if it's the accident with the car and the scooter. And so many people die every day because of accidents. So I think it's the scooter.
And there's speed limits in your country.
Yes, of course, but I'm not sure about the speed limits. I mean, the average speed limit. I mean, because I'm not a driver, but as I remember, the speed limits in the urban area are around 40 or 50 kilometers per hour. Um, in the suburban area, it can be 60 kilometers per hour, but on a highway, you can go 100, 120 kilometers per hour.
Have you ever been stopped for speeding?
Well, because I'm not a driver, I haven't been stopped, but my mom was stopped once. As I remember, it was the time when I was a student at the university. I came home for some holidays, and the next day I needed to go to the exam in Minsk, and my alarm clock broke down, so we overslept, and I missed the train. That's why my mom took the car, and we went to the nearest town because the train stopped. We remember that the train stopped there for 20 minutes, and we had a chance to take it there. And on the way, she was stopped by police officers because of speeding.
Uh, what are the more annoying bad driving habits of other drivers in your country?
Well, in my country, I think violating the laws when they try to cut you in line, it's annoying. For example, when it's a rush hour, or on the when you stop at the traffic light and they try to go faster in front of you, it's annoying. Yes. In Vietnam, I think beeping the horns are and speeding are the most annoying things. Especially that loud horns of buses and trucks.
Do you have take a taxi?
Well, yes, sometimes I take a taxi when I go to Minsk. Because for example, one of my friends, she lives in the on the outskirts, and when I stay at her house overnight, sometimes I need to get to the train station early in the morning, and it's impossible to get there by bus. So I usually take a taxi. And in general, I usually take taxis when I travel somewhere.
How do you call a taxi in your country?
I usually use the app. In my country, we use Yandex. It's the most one of the cheapest in big cities. In my country, we usually call. But in my hometown, we usually call. Mm-hmm.
If how many times have you traveled by airplane?
Oh, it's hard to say. I have been traveling by plane since I was an infant, because my mom was a flight attendant and my dad was a pilot. So I was like a member of a cabin crew sometimes. I think the first time when I traveled by plane, I was just a few months old. That's it.
What airline do you often book?
Well, now I'm going back to Vietnam, and I usually use Qatar Airlines because they are convenient, and also I know that they are safe for traveling with pets. And because okay, this time I'm going alone, that's why I chose the Chinese airlines because they are cheaper. But when my mom will go to Vietnam, I will choose Qatar Airlines because they are never delayed or canceled, and because they're very accurate with pets, they really treat them well and take care of my dog in a good way. So I think that will be my choice. Okay, thank you so much. So today we practiced the topic transportation with Henry. Next time we can meet again and discuss something new. Okay? Good job, Henry.